Hey everyone, I'm going to kind of just reflect on one of my speeches from a while back in this speech, alright? So the speech I'm referring to is where I tried to summarize DC's League of Super Pets. So this speech wound up being like 12 minutes long, and there's no way I can really summarize it any shorter. So instead of giving y'all another 12-minute speech and making y'all endure that again, I am going to talk about the mistakes I made and what I should have done instead. So this one will probably be 3 or 4 minutes. You don't have to worry about it being 12 minutes. So in that speech that I was referring to, I stuttered quite a lot. Now, I think this is because the longer I got into the speech, the more jumbled I got. I also tried to do this speech without looking at any reference at all, which is really hard for a 12-minute speech. I've realized that I don't need to reference my speech or my script very much, but it's good to just look at it every now and then, make sure you're on track, make sure you're accurate, and if you have your speech set up for a certain time period, you're gonna get in that time period if you follow your script. So, I still stutter a lot over my words, but it is not as common as it was then. It is a lot rarer, like kind of in that sentence I just did, but we don't need to talk about that. So I have had a lot of growth since my first speech, I believe, but if y'all go back and y'all watch it, y'all can be the judge of that. It is not my decision. Now, I didn't mention this earlier, maybe I forgot, or maybe it was just a surprise, but I'm going to cover another speech also. So I'm not sure exactly which week this speech was, but it was a little while back. I did a speech on my art style, and I wanted to just change one little part of it and do a more detailed explanation, so I'll give that to y'all now. So when drawing, there is no need to follow a plan that you found on YouTube. That is somebody else's style. Art is meant to be your interpretation, your own personal view of it. Now, the easiest way that I think to grow in your art is to, you can get some tips on YouTube. If you don't do an art class, that's basically the only way to teach yourself like I did. But you don't want to look at it too much. You want to develop your own style and your own process and your own approach to drawing. Now, I'm good about my own approach and process, but as for my style, I think that's where I lack. Because I don't have a style. I do whatever I want and whatever I just feel comfortable in at the time. And I think that might be why it is so enjoyable for me. So to put it simply, when drawing, all you need to do is sit back, relax, and just do what feels natural. You're not submitting your art into a competition or selling your art. It's just for your eyes. There should be no reason to strive for perfection. You're not going to be exactly like the image. You shouldn't try to be like it. Stupid flies. I am so sorry. So those are the two speeches I wanted to cover in this one. And I feel the best way to grow is to find your mistakes from past lessons and fix them. And when you're talking to others and you're admitting it to others, you're also admitting it to yourself. And I feel that's even more beneficial. Thank you all for watching, and I'll probably have another one out in about a week. So thank you. Bye-bye.